Good morning over on Instagram. Give me a moment here as we getting set up on all the different live platforms. All right, got it. We are streaming live. Good morning, it's Derika, and welcome to your next Happy Hypno Hour. Happy Hypno Hour, Hypno Happy Hour. There we go. Say that 10 times. Good morning. As you can see the title, stop thinking you're not good enough. Stop thinking you're not good enough is the topic for this week. Now, if you're here, it's because there is an alignment within you right now where you are ready to break through that. You are ready to release those things in your mind that are holding you back. And those are the insecurities. Those are all those thoughts that you are not good enough. Whether you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, or you don't have enough, all the not enoughs. You're ready to break through that. I'm going to ask you a question right now. How would you feel if every time you looked in the mirror, let's say you walked past a mirror every time, and you loved what you seen. You knew, let's keep it simple, you knew that you were good enough. Every time you looked in the mirror, you're getting out of the shower, you're walking past, you look in the rear view mirror, you look in the mirror and you see yourself, you see your selfie, you see your video and you go, damn, I'm good enough. I'm good enough, right? You just had that knowingness. How would that feel? How would it feel? Let's go a little bit deeper. How would it feel if every time you had an idea for something, a goal, a desire, a dream, and your next thought after that beautiful goal, after that beautiful desire, you knew, I'm good enough. I can do it. I can make that happen. I'm good enough for that desire, for that goal. I'm smart enough to do it. I've got everything within inside of me and the resources to make it happen. I'm good enough to make that happen. How would you feel? Give hearts, give emojis. Like, how would you feel? If you're here, tune in, connect, be in this moment. How would that feel? Like, take yourself there. Because you know what I see as being a mindset mentor for almost 12 years now, and just out and experiencing life just like you, what do you see the number one thing is that stops people from creating the health, the wealth, the love, right? The happiness that they really want in life? That number one thing that stops folks, and stopped me for so long, is that the next thought is that I'm not good enough. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I'm not smart enough. I'm not cut from that cloth, right? All those different things that come up. Oh, it's never going to work out for me. I'm just going to fail. I'm not lucky enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not thick enough. Right? There's all these not enoughs that come up. Every time someone has this impulse, which is your job to fulfill, but every time that creative impulse comes out, oh, I want to do something. Oh, that looks cool. Let's do it. I'm going to do it today. We are blocked. We are stopped by what's in the mindset of that I'm not good enough. Who's ready to get rid of that? Come on. Snaps. Who's ready to get rid of that? You have to be ready or you would not be here. If you are not ready, press pause and then press play and come back and be ready. Be ready, right? And so you may be asking right now, like, if you're anything like me, and I'm attracting my tribe. We are like-minded folks coming in together. If you're anything like me, you're like, gosh, Derika, you're so right about that. I noticed that. But why is that? Like, why does that happen to me? Why is it, right? Why is it every single time? This is what I see out in the world, and this is what happened to me. You know, let's just give my clients, for example, here, because they're always on my heart and mind. They'll want to go for that raise. They want to go for that higher position. They have this desire to create my own business. They'll have a desire to, go ask get on that profile and ask that person who they think is very attractive to go on a date, or whatever goal they have. They want to lose that 20 pounds, right? They want to step their life up in some way. They want to become happier. They want to be freer. They want to give forgiveness. They want to accept. They want to just live a more abundant life. And they go, but before I do that, I'm stopped by that negative, not good enough thought. Why does that happen, Derika? Why do I get so nervous and have all these Debbie Downer thoughts when I go to, schedule that meeting with my boss to ask for that raise, to go talk about that higher position, to go enroll in school or in this new program, or join this mastermind or this network? Like, why? Why? It's like that, it just shakes into the core. Like, why does this happen? Why do I start putting myself down? Why do I start thinking of all these negativities and insecurities? I don't want to think that way about myself. I don't really think that way about myself, but it happens, and then I'm like stopped, and then weeks and months and years can go by. Seriously. So I'm going to tell you why, because you're here and you're like, why? That was a code I wanted to crack for years. It's our programming in our mindset. So my friends, it is your past experiences. It is things that have happened to you along the way that have just been downloaded into, think of your brain as a computer, as a motherboard. Your experiences are just data being downloaded into your mindset. Now, my friend, you weren't born this way. You were not born with the I'm not good enough program. You were not born with insecurities, like at all. None. Did you know that? You had no insecurities. None. When you were born, you knew you were good enough. You knew that I came here to create, and I have the resources and ability to manifest these creations in my life. Like, I literally am designed to evolve. You knew that. No doubt, no worry, no fear. Nothing in your body. Like, you were born perfect. This perfect slate of creation. A creation designed to create. Say it again. Your creation designed to create. You knew this. But what happened, and that hits you to your heart, doesn't it? Doesn't it hit you to your core? You're like, you remember that. Whenever you hear that, you're like, oh gosh, that's home. That's home. Right? But over time, here's what happened. Over time, starting from a child, when you were you lived in theta brainwave state, you were just imagination, you had no discernment, you came to figure out reality. So there was purpose, but your brain was just open, and whatever you were told and whatever you experienced, you had to take on as your truth. So from a child on up, you have just been experiencing things like this. Like, you were cheated on, you were lied to, you were manipulated, you were bullied, you were compared. Compared. Talk about the competition, right? All of that stuff happens, right? Someone would tell, you didn't quite make it because you're just not quite thin enough or tall enough or smart enough, or, someone got a better grade than you. They're a little better than you. You were picked on because of maybe your hair was curly. You were picked on in certain ways. You just didn't fit in with the in or the trend. And then guess what? You start to pick that up, right? It becomes, no discernment. It's just, I'm not good enough, not pretty enough. I got an F on that test, so I'm not smart enough. Right? That stuff sinks in. It becomes your identity. Your programs are your identity. It's your input, your output. Say that with me. The input is the output. So whatever is inside of here is going to be playing on the screen of your life. So that whole I'm not good enough keeps showing up everywhere. Hear that I'm not good enough shows up everywhere, in my job, in my relationships, in my friendships, in my home life, in my parenting, right? Everywhere it just keeps, it's like this, it's like a little leech that keeps just showing itself. Every time you go to do something, there it is. I'm not good enough. It's like that bad grade you got in 3rd grade keeps showing itself. Do you hear what I'm saying? Is this landing for you? Is this opening up? It's not you. I promise it's not you. It's just an active program that's in your mindset. Now, as I'm saying this right now, I know that's a heavy topic. You're probably thinking about, Derek, there was many times that I was compared, or I even compared myself, or, some situation happened where I felt down about myself. There's probably a million things that happened that is making me feel like I'm not good enough. How am I going to deactivate a million programs? Is that what you're thinking? I've thought that. The beautiful part of this is that it's like birds of a feather flock together. A spider web is all webbed together. So you don't need to know like every little tiny piece of fiber or hair, or you know what I'm saying? Like every tiny event that has happened in your life where you were compared, where you were put down, where you were bullied, where you even bullied and picked on your own self. You don't need to know all those times because they're all woven together. They're of like frequency. So here's the beautiful thing. The beautiful thing, my friends, is when you go into the state of hypnosis, which is just the theta brain, your childlike state of mind. When you're going down back into the subconscious mind, when you set that intention with the right audio, with the right therapist, with the right mindset mentor, the right tools, it's like when when you pull a thread, they all just start threading out. It all goes away. You're not just going to like tear a part of that web. That whole web's coming down. So we don't need to know all the little details. Your mind is way smarter than that. All right, you're so much more powerful than that. It doesn't take that long. Have you ever heard of instant miracles? Miracles? They happen all the time. Study them. Miracles, that's a miracle, is when you have an experience, an awakening, and it deactivates that web, that program that's all clustered together of I'm not good enough. So you don't need to know all those moments. That's not what I'm telling you. Okay? Just because it took us 20, 30, 40 years to get here, it could take us 20, 30, 40 minutes to get out of it. Woo! Do you hear that? It really can. I see it day in and day out. All right, so here's what I want to do. I'm going to go, so you know how it came about. It's just programming. We get rid of the program, which is just a deactivation of that program. We awaken who we are. We remember, just like we were born. We had no insecurities. We would remember that as a toddler. I'm a mother of 5, and I can look at my kids. I'm like, oh my gosh, how pure is that? How beautiful is that? You can look at the little babies who are not programmed, who are not in that societal stuff that most of us went through, the bashing, blaming, complaining, and school systems that we all went through. And you can look at them and you can find remembrance in yourself that you loved yourself. You knew that with the curls that don't even really want to curl sometimes, with all the little quirks, little imperfections were perfections, where you can remember that you loved every little thing about you because you knew you were incomparable, that you were 1 in 8 billion, that there is no other you on this planet at all. You knew there was never competition. Come on, you knew there was never, how could there be competition if you're the one and only? How could that be? You can never be compared. You can never be stopped. You are unshakable. You are unstoppable. You are like this unique force that just walks around emanating your own frequency, here to design your own life amongst the world of others. Isn't that just powerful to know? It's so powerful to remember that, to come back to that. So I want to do an exercise with you all right now. If you allow 5 minutes of your time, because here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go and experience hypnosis, which is just it's a state of relaxation where we're calming down the brain waves, and we're slowly calming down, and we're sinking down into the subconscious mind. We're the motherboard. You want to access the motherboard? Start getting the viruses out of there? Let's do it. Let's do that. And this is going to be very subtle. It's respectful, but I'm going to start dusting some stuff off. Start getting things of the I'm not good enough out of the way. But I would highly recommend that you don't stop here. Take it a step even deeper and get the audio. The audio is called Stop Thinking You're Not Good Enough. Put in the code GOOD and you get it for 50% off. You know what I do every week. I am here to transform you, shift you through. All right, so take the coaching, get that audio, get it in, and make this major difference. But let's start right here, right now. Okay, you ready? I want you to ground yourself. Sit in, feel wherever you're sitting. Allow your hip bones to sit down in the chair and just sink where you're at. Hold on one second. I have my 4-year-old, if you guys don't see. Look at him. You guys can't see over here on Facebook and YouTube, but I am being beckoned. There he is. By my little one. Can you guys give me a few minutes? Just a few minutes to give him some love. Can I come back? Can we press pause and you guys can come back? All right, this is real life TV right here, okay, you guys? I'll even give you a shot of this belly. Look at this belly. Baby number 5. I love you guys. It's going to be so worth it. Hold on one moment. Okay. Thank you all for your patience. You got to see real life action mommy duties in an office that is like empty, ready for transformation as well. So I'm back. Are you ready? Real life, nothing better, huh? Here we go. Stop thinking you're not good enough. Stop thinking you're not good enough. You're logging on just in time, perfect time. I want you to ground your bones wherever you are. Whether you're in your bed, you're in your office chair, you're on the floor, you're next to a tree, get yourself planted. Sit back, plant your body, and breathe with me. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And remember, as you're breathing out, you allow your bones, your muscles to relax. Maybe you drop your shoulders a bit. You relax every little muscle, every little fiber in your forehead, in your face, in your jaw. Let your jaw relax. With each exhale, you go deeper into relaxation. You're letting go, sinking deeper and deeper. Any little noises you may hear outside of my voice just becomes quieter. You become more focused, hearing my voice. As the intention is setting in this moment, you become more relaxed. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I want to make sure the sound is okay. Can you hear me? Hearing my voice as you go deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. Letting go, just letting go. I want you to imagine that there's this chalkboard in front of you. This chalkboard, and you have a piece of chalk in your hand. And this is your moment to begin writing all of those insecurities you want to be free from. You can put, "I'm not good enough," big across this board. And that will take care of so many insecurities. Any of those things coming to your mind that's sabotaging, that's degrading or belittling to who you are. Those negative things you may say to yourself. Put it on the chalkboard now. Take your time. It could be certain words that are coming to your mind. Those things, "I can't do it," "I'm not smart enough," "I'm not pretty enough," put on the chalkboard. I want you to take another deep breath. Take another deep breath. And let it go. At the count of 3, the words, everything that you've written on the chalkboard, you are going to wipe away, dissolve away completely with this magic eraser. You have that eraser in your hand. And remember, it's that simple. No matter how many years you've suffered from this, no matter how many experiences you've had, with the erase, it would dissolve. It would dissipate that "I'm not good enough" from your being, layer by layer. At the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Wipe it off. Wipe that chalkboard off clean. Wipe it off clean. You can see all of that energy resolving, leaving from your body. It turns into little specks, little dust particles that completely wash away. Clear that board completely. And feel that relief. Feel the clearing of that board. Feel how the weight is lifting off of your body, off of your being. Clear. Remembering in this moment, as you repeat after me, I am good enough. I am good enough. I am here to create. I am smart enough. I am resourceful enough. I have enough. I am enough. And take a deep breath, coming all the way back. Deep breath. As you embody that knowingness, as you shift that into your being, as you embrace that into who you are, as you reawaken, waking up to how you are incomparable, perfection, unique, powerful, creative, enough. When you slowly start to bring your breath back into this moment and begin to flutter your eyes open. Opening your eyes, coming all the way back. Coming all the way back. I honor you. I thank you. You did very good. You're right where you're supposed to be, and you are good enough. I would highly recommend that you replay this. But you know, the next best, deepest thing you can do is get the audio. Grab the audio so you can have that in your pocket and listen to it as many times as you need, going on much deeper levels than we did here today, and begin to experience your confidence, your extra courage and knowingness of how powerful and how good and how brilliant and beautiful and smart and perfect and resourceful and vital you are. Step back into your power, remembering who you are. Do the mindset work, and the mind will work for you. So much love. Until next time, until next week, work on knowing you're good enough. So much love.